Ah, there we go. Let's see how that works. Yeah. So for those of you just coming in, I am working on a different way of showing you my live because we are going to be doing a Diamond Art Club unboxing. Woo woo! Right? Right? You guys are as excited as I am. Yeah, you can see it over here in the corner. So let me see if I can get my finger in there. Right there. Woo! So, I'm just getting y'all set up. See how we're doing? So you guys can see this in action. Yeah. All right. If anybody has any tips on how to do this without looking stupid at the beginning of every video, I'd really appreciate if you would email me and let me know. That'd be wonderful. So I was so excited because I got a notification in my email while I was at work that my Diamond Art Club order was dropped off, and I was so excited. And so I picked my daughter up from band practice, and I had been holding going to the bathroom for like 4 hours because, well, I won't get into it yet. And so I get home and I'm like, let the dog out because our dog is a submissive peer. And so if you don't let her out right away, right, Mrs. Coffee? So if you don't let her out right away, she pees. And so my daughter like raced in and I had to go to the bathroom, and I'm not a submissive peer, okay, just getting that out there. And I ran in, went to the bathroom, and came out, and I'm looking all over the house because when my husband gets the box, he usually puts it on the table or he takes it downstairs and puts it on this craft table. And so I'm looking all over the house for it, and I had posted on Facebook that I was going to do a 9 o'clock live. And when I didn't see it, I was like, crap, I have to delete that because my Diamond Art Club didn't come. So I went, and sometimes our post person is, I don't want to say lazy, but I'm going to say lazy. And we'll scan it, but then not bring it till the next day. Don't ask me why. So I'm like, oh crap, I'm going to have to wait till the next day. So my husband was out with a friend for dinner. So I texted him and I was like, did we get any packages? And he's like, well, we got some essential oils for our, I almost said defibrillator. Where did that word come from? Diffuser. And something else. And I was like, well, what about a diamond painting? And he's like, oh, it's in the front entry. Didn't you see it? I looked. I should have fallen right over it. Seriously. So I was on autopilot because my bladder had to go to the bathroom so bad. So that's my opening story. So now I'm going to see who's all in the chat now that we're nice and warmed up here. And I'm going to say hi. So hello, Diamond in the Rough. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mrs. Coffee. Yeah, I had technical difficulties. But I'm here. Hey, Christy. Hey, Jen's Diamond Painting and More. Lady Descartes, good to see you. Hey, Kate, welcome. Oh, I know. This little bite is awesome. I mean, words can't describe how beautiful it is. Hey, Francis. Good to see you. Marissa, welcome. Janice, Whitney, Nikki, Elizabeth. Yeah, hello, everybody. So, I just kind of wanted to come on and do an unboxing live and see, what I got. So the story behind this is while I was in Uganda, I did not have access to electricity. And I did not realize that everybody back here in the United States, while I was, you know, off on a missions trip saving the world, just kidding, guys. You guys were hobbing it up with Diamond Art Club and doing the buy one get one free, if you know what I mean. And so I got back and I was like, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, I didn't get it. And so I'm like, all right, I'm going to save my money because they're going to come out with new designs soon. I'm going to save my money. And I couldn't let it go, people. I could not let it go. And so I Facebooked Diamond Art Club because I heard from Stitcherista, watching her video, there was a 20% off going on. And I get all their emails, and I searched my email, and I searched Facebook, and I couldn't find this 20% off. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I heard rumors, and I think I said this in a chat, so forgive me if I, you know, led you astray, that the new designs were coming out mid-March. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to save my money up. And then when I heard they weren't coming out till mid-April, I was like, screw this, I cannot wait. So I messaged them. They're like, oh yeah, we have a 20% going on right now. And so they gave me the code, and I went back and forth like, oh my gosh, my husband's gonna kill me. I haven't budgeted this because I have a budget of $30 a month for my crafting right now. I'm like, there is not one piece on Diamond Art Club that would fit that budget. Hey Kathy, hey Sherry. And so I was like, I'm going to put these in my cart and I'm going to think about it. And I don't know if I was on Wolfpack or on Mrs. Coffee's Live, and I just kept going back and forth and back and forth. And then finally I was like, oops, I accidentally purchased. Hey Rhonda. And that's the story of what happened, and that's why I now have 2 Diamond Art Clubs sitting next to me, waiting for everybody to see what I purchased. So, does anybody have a guess before I open what I purchased? I'm just kind of going to give you guys a moment to think about that while I bring the box up. So I'm wondering, can you guess what is in this box? So Sherry says dream. Magical Mama. Lips like morphine. We know where Mrs. Coffee's mind is. 10 Soldier. Any other guesses? Because I'm about to open this baby. Do, 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 do. I'm crazy tonight. So sorry. I had a little nap while waiting for everyone. Okay, Christy says Cinderella. Open, open, open. I know. Diamond in the Rough, you're right. You're right. It's a DAC painting. Ah! So crazy. I know. Don't look at that. That'll tell you. Don't look at that. Rhonda, you are very right. It's 2 Mandy Mazzanos. So yeah. I asked my husband, I was like, oh, by the way, I bought some diamond paintings the other day. So pray that a lot of people watch my channel because I can't afford it. And he looked at me, he's like, did you use the credit card or the debit card? And I was like, I thought we weren't trying to use the credit card. I used the debit card. And he's like, Jen. So, all right. So we got 2 pink boxes. Do you guys, I know suspense is killing us, right? Are you guys curious whether we're getting more pink boxes? I know they posted the whole like, hey, these 15 pallets waiting for the US. And when you look, it's all like pink boxes, but I didn't know if that was like the refill stock. So I will say that these 2 that I purchased have now been mentioned. I just looked through the list. So it is, 2 of you are correct because there's 2. But I was curious if, you know, we had the black boxes, which I'm sorry, Diamond Art Club, but I really like the black boxes. And I think it's because I'm a jewel tone girl. And the black, I just felt really shows this rainbow that you have on here and really has the images pop. I know other people like the pink boxes. You can't make everyone happy, but that's just my 2 cents, is I like the black boxes. Okay, so which one do you want me to open? We're live. Do you want me to open the smaller one or the bigger one? First person to say it is going to get smaller one. Okay, Mrs. Coffee was the first person. All right. I'm not even going to show you the image. How mean is that? How mean is that? All right, for those of you who aren't familiar with Diamond Art Club and are watching this on the playback or in the room, they do give you this great toolkit. In the toolkit, you get a, this is my commercial, sorry, hang in there. You get the blue single placer, you get baggies, you get 2 waxes in the shape of a heart, you get this blue scrunchie or the squishy, and look guys, it doesn't super slide, right? And then you get the 3 placer. Hang on, Mrs. Coffee, I'm doing this for Diamond Art Club's benefit, because people need to know quality, right? Quality, quality, quality. Okay, so these are the colors. Woo, we'll get to those in a minute. All right, you ready? You ready? Dun, 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 dun. Cinderella! Cinderella. This was not on my top of my wish list. However, yeah, Rhonda, grippy that fits. It was on my wish list, but it wasn't at the top until I saw Wendy do it. And I am huge into these aqua colors. I mean, aqua is like one of my favorite colors. Can you, Mrs. Coffee, I'm going to get all in your Kool-Aid. Can you see aqua as aqua? Or is it a different view? And this is interesting, and maybe Diamond Art Club can respond to this if they ever watch this video, and maybe you know, Mrs. Coffee. Some of these have them in a row with Diamond Art Club Do What Makes You Sparkle, right? And the DMC colors on it. And some, like the little bite I have, are in these. So I don't know if this is like the new way or if it just depends on what machine they use. So I'm just curious. Oh, aqua is a blue color. So it's like this little area in here. So I couldn't remember, Mrs. Coffee, what is hard for you to see. I thought it was greens and yellows and browns. But aqua's like teal and blue. This one is round. I don't know if the other is square because, to be honest, I was too giddy when I was buying them. Thanks, Mrs. Coffee. I know that's not my business, but thanks for sharing. So I absolutely love this Cinderella. And I think it kind of goes with my One Little Bite. This One Little Bite is Snow White. And then this is Cinderella. And so I just was in love with the purples and the blues. And who does not like a big, huge pumpkin with little mice on it? That's what sold me when Wendy from Gone Off My Meds showed me how cute these little mice show up. I was like, okay, that just moved to the top of my list because these little mice are adorable. And it just made me notice how detailed Mandy is. Hey, Jackie, so good to see you. Oh, hi, Cindy B. I saw you come in a little bit. Let me read what you guys... 3 unboxed. Okay, Rhonda, the 3 you've unboxed of loose drills. This is the first one. I have 4. This is my 5th one that I've had, and 4 out of the 5 had loose drills. And 2 of those 4 were in pink boxes, and the other 2 were in black. So at first, I thought, when I saw Cinderella unboxed on someone's channel, I thought, oh, the pink boxes have the in a row drills. But then when I received 2 pink boxes that had the singles, the individuals, then I questioned my theory. Okay, so let's see what we have next. This is the Big Kahuna. This, again, was not at the top of my wish list. Now, again, all the ones, see, now this is loose. All the ones that are at the top of my wish list, I didn't buy. Because I saw someone unbox this, and I fell in love with it. So, same toolkit. I now have 6 Rhonda. And I cannot wait for the dragon one to come out. I'm waiting for Frog Princess because green is my favorite color. It's the closest thing I can get to a turtle. I might try to change it into a turtle, you know, because I feel like that's become my inside joke of my channel. But these are round. My One Little Bite is square, this is round, and Cinderella is round. And one thing with Cinderella is they've got AB. It's this beautiful blue color in here. Is an AB color. So this doesn't have when it... Oh, this was packaged in December 2018. My One Little Bite, I think, was packaged in September. Okay, so let's see here. Let's look at this one. And after we do the live unboxings, if you guys want to hang around, I can work on my One Little Bite and we can chit chat. But if you guys have other things to do, I can always turn the camera off and, you know, be by myself and talk to myself. Okay, so this has yellow ABs and white ABs. Lots of reds, of course, because it's a Mandy Mazzano. Lots of blacks. You guys tell what this is? Look how gorgeous that is. When Stitcherista opened this up, it was like, it's Elizabeth. Yeah. She opened this up, and Elizabeth, like, I really like watching all the shows that have to do with Elizabeth. and England and different things like that. And so I kept going back and forth with this image, but I really feel like the picture on their site was not, I wasn't really attracted to it. This is a 55 by 94. So this is the biggest one I've ever done. And I just, OMG, I was like, Teresa, you just stole money from me. I had to get it, guys. I had to. And I can't get it all on the screen. I'm so sorry. But she is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Guys, the detail in this is phenomenal. Oh my goodness. And she's got two little blues in here for the eyes. And just the color variations. And I tell Diamond Art Club this every time I open a Diamond Art Club. They probably think I'm a stalker. I Facebook message them a thank you. And I say, thank you from the bottom of my heart for the quality that you give us. Thank you for investing in the charters, the people who chart. Please tell them thank you, because I know they get paid for it, but their work is phenomenal. And the fact that you stand behind it and make sure that it's phenomenal, I just want to thank you, because it's just so worth it, guys. And I know it's expensive, but the quality, I mean, I didn't even talk about how the back of the canvas feels. This has 35 colors. See, I'm not even going, because it's live, I'm not even going through my checklist. I'll probably go through the checklist when I do my post review, because I have those review forms. If you watch my videos, when I do an unboxing, I have a review form, and it has a picture on it, and I give it 5 stars or 4 stars, and it helps really have me hit everything that you guys want to know. Oh, Rhonda, I can tell you about that in just a minute. So I just always thank them, and I get nothing from it. I mean, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just one of those groupies. I'm a Diamond Art Club groupie. Can I be a Diamond Art Club groupie? Yeah, exactly. Not goopy. Groupie. So this, I just wanted to show you guys these, and the where did I put them? Yeah, Rhonda. So there's a couple things going on. So it depends on who you saw. If it's really, really old stock, they have a couple, I think, that were opaque when they first started out. I could be wrong on that. But I do know a couple people changed out the clear with parchment paper or with opaque. Like they use their Huacan opaque, or they buy those opaque strips. So I think it's a person's preference. And I go, oh, I just split that. Did you guys see that live? Now I'm going to have to go get a gallon bag. But these colors are phenomenal. Just the reds. Oh my gosh. There's a pink in here. Here's the eyeball colors. This is blue. Look at that. I only need 4. 4 of these guys. And there's like 100 so yeah, even though Diamond Art Club does not give you an inventory sheet, they make sure that you have as many as you need. So, oh, Christy, someone got a new one with an opaque cover. That's interesting. Alright, so I gotta catch up. Guys. I was just oohing and ahhing over my stuff. Okay. Let's see here. Cindy B. Guess not. Elizabeth. The size. Oh. Yeah, Nola was really long. You're right, Rhonda. Christy has 10 DACs. Christy, it's in your stash too. Okay, Mrs. Coffee's got the lowdown that they're experiencing with opaque covers on some of their paintings. Okay. Yeah, Jackie, it's hard. It's so hard to be drooling but hang in there, girl. Hang in there. This is part of my self-care. Like, I literally would go crazy if I didn't do this. There's so much going on in my life right now that I just want to rip my hair out. I mean, I can't even go there because people in my life watch my videos. Let's see. Adulting is not fun. You're right, Misty. It just, you know, but I totally get it. And we're saving up for our adoption, guys, tomorrow night. So that's one thing I wanted to say. Last week we were supposed to have our home study, and we like cleaned our house top to bottom, and you know, we're good to go. And then we got a text message from our case manager asking if we could meet this week instead because she was having an allergic reaction to something, which is fine. I mean, we're approved. It's all A-okay. It's not like it's going to stop the process or anything. It just means it's kind of like when you have to keep your house clean, right? And so tonight we went through and kind of did some straightening up because she's coming tomorrow after work. But it's just, it's so stressful. I mean, we have, yeah, Crafting with Christy, we're adopting. So we're on the waiting list right now. So we're all approved. They told us it would be anywhere from 12 to 18 months. Basically, you make profile books. For those who don't know about adopting, I'll give you the whole story in just a minute. But yeah, the shampoo question. So we have our it's the annual home study checkup. So she basically comes. What we had to do. Okay, I have to start over. Blah 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 blah. Rewind. Okay. So we were 4 years ago. We started the adoption process. I had lost several children to miscarriages, and I'm not going to get in all that tonight because we're having a DAC party. But the doctors basically said, you've got to stop trying to have kids because you're going to kill yourself literally. You know, I had ended up in the hospital several times. All right, I'm transitioning over to this little bite. And so I was like, okay. So my husband and I thought a lot about it, and we're like, we're going to adopt. So we asked our friends who've adopted before us, and 3 couples recommended this one adoption agency. And it's smaller than the big ones, and their price was right, but it wasn't too good to be true right. So we went with them. We went through the home study process, we gave them our money, and then we sat for a year. And so sorry, I'm catching up real quick, making sure I'm not missing anything. So I just finally came to terms that, you know, all I want to do is love a child. Like, I just have so much love I want to give, and that's all I want to do. We have the ability to help a child be the best that they can be, and we just want to love them and see them grow, and whatever that is, you know, we want them to excel at their success level. And so we waited. It took us 6 months to get approved, and then we waited for a year, and something just didn't feel right. Like, I was the one that kept emailing them saying, because they were supposed to email us once a month and update us, and I kept emailing them, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, no, nobody's interested yet. We don't even have anybody interested in the adoption process as far as a birth parent. And I'm like, what? Come to find out, they're legit, but like a bunch of staff had changed, And it was basically a one-woman person, a one-woman show. And so she just was letting the contracts with the state go. And so although they were legit and licensed and cared about kids, they had no way of bringing expected parents to their facility and knowing they existed as an adoption agency. Does that make sense? So, hey Walker, glad you're in here. So yeah, so we decided, okay, we're gonna switch organizations. And so we just lost all that money because it's non-refundable. And we had fundraised and we had just raised this money, and it was like $2,500 we lost. And so we switched to the new organization, and it was like night and day. I mean, instead of one study, they did 4 studies. They met with us individually. They have constant communication. They're like legit. Not that the other one wasn't, but they're like in it to match families together. And their philosophy is really that, matching families together, not a family giving up a child. But it's, you know, an expectant parent with a adoptive parent coming together for the success of this child and their future. And so we went through the process. We were approved. It took us about 6 months again. However, the way this organization is, the total process, not including actually taking care of the kid, the total process of the adoption is $25,000. Okay, I work for a nonprofit. My husband has a decent job, but where $25,000 is like, oh my gosh, you might as well ask us for $1 million. So the way they do it is the first step is a very, very small amount. It's maybe, I think it's like $200, and that's the application to make sure like you really want to do this. And so they look at your application and they do like a rough approval, like you are approved to continue the process. The next step is a little more expensive. I think it was like $1,800, and that is so they process your paperwork, like all the background checks, getting you in their system, setting you up with a case manager, doing some trainings. And then the third, and that gets your home study finished because she comes out 4 times and pays her time with you. But then the third installment is, I think, $8,000. And that installment gets you like on the waiting list. Like that helps future pay the lawyer bill, the court bill, some of the other things that need to be paid. And then basically you're sitting there waiting. Yeah, Rhonda, it was difficult, but we got over it. Hey Pepper, so good you're here. Yeah. Jackie, oh that's awesome. I just love the concept of adoption. And so, Pepper's your guy. Peppers, you crack me up. Mrs. Coffee, where's your foot? Where's your mouth? No, I'm kidding. I probably would have done the same thing. Hey, Rebecca, glad you could make it. Yeah, Jackie, so you kind of know. Yeah. And so it took us almost a full year to come up with that $8,000. So meanwhile, we've wasted 18 months. Well, I don't call it wasted, but I do call it wasted. And $2,500 out the window. Then another 6 months, so now we're up to 2 years to get the home study all approved. And then another 12 months to come up with $8,000 to get to the point that we're at now. So we were able last September 2017 to finally write that check. And what that does is it puts us actually on the live list. So our profile books are in there. We're on the website. We're an active family, so when birth parents come in, we're like, they can choose us. Now then what happens is that they go, Jennifer Roberts, your family is the one we want. There's a bunch of stuff that happens during that time, but basically the minute the baby's in our possession, that sounds horrible, in our care, we owe the rest of the money, which is like 14 grand. Like that. And so I have no idea where that's going to come from. Like, we're slowly saving up. And that's why when I bought the Elizabeth diamond baby, my husband, he always, oh my gosh, pray for me, guys. Because he jokingly guilt trips me. And he's like, you know that money could have gone to the adoption fund. I'm like, oh. But I feel like it's a catch-22 because I'm trying not to be depressed because the adoption's taking so long. So I need my Diamond Art Club. And then I'm trying to save up money so that I can have the adoption. So yeah, Bear, please just have mercy on me. Let me buy my Diamond Art Club every now and then. So that's my full story about why I kind of feel guilty, but I kind of don't feel guilty. So please, you know, oh my gosh, Jen's diamond painting, thank you so much. You are so sweet. Oh my gosh. And you get the prize. You are my first super chat. I'm gonna cry, guys. I seriously am, because it has been such a hard journey, you know. When you lose that, oh hey Soulful, you know what, you're never late to a party because the party starts when you get there, right? Think about that. That's what I like to say. But yeah, just that journey of just not only the hormones, but I mean, I was in the hospital twice out of those 7 miscarriages, and 4 of them were natural, and 3 of them were with help through, you know, fertility doctors, and just that hopelessness that you feel. And you know, I'll give you this. My first day of my new job, which is a dream job, I absolutely love. Anybody who doesn't know, I'm a therapist for tortured refugees. And it's my dream job, guys. I just am in love with every person I meet, and all my clients are amazing. Even though they're difficult, I love each and every one of them. And the first day I started my job was the start of my last miscarriage. And I had to start my job. So I walk into that building, like, with my head up high, and this is the first day of the job, but I have all this baggage coming in. And I just was like, this is enough. Like, this is a breaking point. And that's where I hear Wendy with Gone Off My Meds. Is I was just like, seriously, like, you just, I'm so tired of having to fight and, like, claw my way up. You know, you guys have all been there. I mean, that's why we're attracted to this diamond painting, because we need putting the pieces back together. Like, seriously, that's what I think of. We're putting the pieces back together. We're creating something beautiful. We're creating something that shines out of pain of broken plastic. And at the end of the day, there's this beauty that we can look back and we can say, oh, my neck hurts, my wrist hurts, I spent hours and hours on it, and in the end, like, look at this beauty. And so that's where I am right now, is like, oh God, just give us a child, because we just want to love, you know. Our daughter, we love our daughter. She's 11. She is like the love of my life, besides my husband, and God has just given her to us. But if you want to hear our full story, there is a video on it down towards the bottom of when I first introduced my channel. I kind of tell my whole story, but it just, Yeah, I know, Peppers. You're right. Yeah. And Walker, it is expensive, but it, I kind of like that it's expensive too. Like, there's another way in Michigan, I'm from Michigan, that you can adopt that's less expensive, and that's people name it foster to adopt, but that's not really what's happening. The foster care system needs a lot of foster parents we love, and but the foster care system is supposed to have its goal be reunification back with the parents once the parents get their act together. Like, that is the core. Now, I'm not saying we're great at that. I'm not saying that's the most successful thing. I'm not saying that kids don't suffer. But I could not, with all the loss that I have. Hey, Abra, so good to see you. Mindy's Diamond Moment, I didn't see you sneak in here. But yeah, I would give that love, but with all the pain that we've had with the loss, I don't think I could handle going to court and pouring into this child and then seeing the child go back to the parent. Now, once we adopt, maybe, like, if my heart was in a different place, then yes, absolutely, I could definitely separate myself enough to be like, you know, I'm part of this child's life forever, but, you know, I'm also here to help the child continue to be part of their parent's life. But right now, that's not my brain, like where my brain's at. And I think we just have to know ourselves well enough to know that we can handle it, because I do not want to sabotage that relationship. So, but yeah, Mrs. Coffee, you're so right about the shampoo. When we were going through the home study, there were these TMI, too much information questions, and one of them was basically like, how would you help your child understand their culture, and how would you be able to help them through any of their, oh, what did they call it? Trying to think. Personal care, self-care, exploration, or something. They used some big word, which basically meant, how do you help them pick out shampoo? You know, because we're as white Caucasian as we can be, my husband and I. And we have down that we'll take any child. And so, hey, Kathy, so good you could make it. So I'm like, if we get a black African-American child, yeah, we're going to have to figure out how to braid hair and how to deal with certain hair types. And if we get Hispanic background, or if we get, Asian. And so she's going through each of these ethnicities, specifically asking us, and we're like, we're going to figure it out. Like, how do other parents do it? They figure it out on the fly, The child poops in their diaper, to change the diaper. The child's crying, you figure it out. And I had her in stitches, the case manager. Oh, Cindy B, thank you. You are so sweet. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, I have to read Mrs. Coffee. I have mixed kids and I'm still trying to figure out what the right shampoo is. Yes, Mrs. Coffee, how is your hair going? Because I was listening to one of your videos, one of your lives, and you were talking about your hair coming back after everything. But yeah, I can't. So our answer was we have several families that we're really close friends with who are doing foster care or have adopted. And we're like, dude, we'll just go over to their house and check out their, linen closet and, test some things out and whatnot. It's not the end of the world. But when I went to Uganda, one of the families, the mom was hanging around, and she, sulfate and paraben free has helped. Oh, Good to know, Marissa. Thanks for that tip. Marissa's in the house tonight. So, yeah, it's, what you do, okay? Well, you know, I don't do hair anyway, so my poor daughter goes in a ponytail, and she comes home, and she has what they call a rat's nest. Oh, Crafting with Christy, thank you. Oh, you guys, stop. But don't stop. Yeah, it's incredible. I just am so excited to see where God takes us. And, you know, I tell my daughter, we pray every night. And we're just like, you know, dear Jesus, bring baby Roberts home, you know. And I have a blog that's like, you know, bring baby Roberts home. And so we know that there's somebody out there. Yeah. I would have had a hard time not saying. So after, Miss Coffee says, after the color are gone, it's thick. Daddy has hair like steel. Mom has hair like what? Oh, hey, you know what? Maybe you should shear a pegalamocorn. Oh, Soulful, what diamond dots are you working on? They have some really cute stuff now. Walker, my white friends came to me with their kids when they were mixed. I swear I'm the only black woman in the world who can't bring hair. Oh. Well, you know what, Walker? It's not like you're born with it, right? I mean, you're born with the hair, but it's not like you're born with knowing how to do the hair. So yeah, my daughter gets a rat's nest in her hair because she does the pull the ponytail tight, you know, where she grabs one side of her hair and the other side of her hair and pulls it, so then it gets all ratty right at the base. Oh my gosh, right under the neck, and then I have to try to brush it, and then she's screaming because her head's so sensitive. And I'm like, I haven't even touched you yet. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, Mrs. Coffee, did you do the mask yet on Maggie's bear? Did you see my comment about how he needed Red's mask? he looked a little hairy there, like like he needed some help. How did the mask end up working for you guys? Because I saw the video, but I didn't put two and two together on what your thoughts were about the mask. If you guys didn't know, Mrs. Coffee and her husband, you can go check out one of their videos, took up the challenge of Red's mask. He needs My thought was, ooh, is that a good ooh or a bad ooh? Or ow? Is that ow? What was it doing? Was it like burning? Oh, bye, Kathy. Yeah, my dinner tonight didn't get done because it was a freezer meal somebody gave us when my husband was in the hospital, and I found it in our freezer. So last night I pulled it out and I put it in the fridge, and on the bag it said one bag was potatoes. You can tell Mr. Coffee potatoes, right? And one bag was chicken. And it was all, like, the chicken had all this sauce in it and everything, and it said combine the bags in a crock pot and cook for 10 hours on low. So we threw it in the crock pot this morning thinking when we get home it'll be fine. So my husband, who works from home, checked on it around 3, 4 o'clock, and he sends me a text and he's like, honey, you might need a plan B for dinner. Because like I said before, he was going out with his friend for dinner. He's like, the chicken is still frozen. So I get home and it smells great, and I look and I didn't realize, like, Oh my gosh, ouch, burn like it was trying to wash your sins away. You're allergic. Oh, Mrs. Coffee, I'm so sorry. Hey Karen, good to see you. Welcome. Hey Elena, sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Good to see you. Yes, I've always known you were a guy unless you don't. Abra, you are crazy. Oh, Mrs. Coffee, you have to tell Abra what I found today. If I was Abra's friend on Facebook, I would have sent it to her. Where was I? Oh, so then I come home and I look in the crock pot and it's a full honkin' chicken. I thought it was chicken breast. And it's like this huge chicken in the crock pot. I was like, well, of course, that's why it's frozen. Oh, gosh. It's crazy, crazy. Anyway, so I have not really had dinner. I had some, like, chips with some cheese melted on it, but that's not really holding it. I need my protein. Yeah, I couldn't really be a vegetarian. I just like meat too much. So everyone knew that Peppers was a guy, and we didn't tell Mrs. Coffee. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mrs. Coffee. Okay, I have an announcement to make. All right, some of you know this, but I have to officially announce it. Okay, so Saturday. Jackie, why didn't you share any? Send some over. Okay, so Saturday, March 30th through March 31st, there's going to be this amazing live diamond paint along, okay? And it's not for teenies 24 hours, but it is a 24-hour live diamond paint along. And I have to find out when it starts so I can let you know. I'll tell you in my next video. But basically, I think it goes 8 a.m. to 8 a.m., but I could be wrong. There's 12 people who have signed up, and they each, Ginger, and Rachel Ray, and Marissa, if you're in here, are the three that are four, that are working on this. And basically, every person who signed up has 2 hours. So for 2 hours, we're going to go live, and then we're going to pass the ball to the next person. So let's say Ginger's live. They're going to be 2 hours live. And then let's say I'm in the next time slot. They're going to, about 5 minutes before my time slot, say, hey everybody, let's head over to DP Addiction Adventures with Jennifer Roberts. And then I will be ready, and everyone kind of makes their way over. And we just kind of keep doing this for 24 hours so that people can come and go based on time zones. We can all get a little picture of each other's personalities. And I just think it's going to be so much fun. So, yeah, Marissa, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But I am Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. So that's my time slot. And I hope to get information from Rachel and Marissa and just kind of let people know and keep the ball rolling. Fantastic news. I let Diamond Art Club know we were doing this, and they said that they would stop by and say hello. So super excited about that. Marissa, I didn't get a chance to tell Ginger. So if you talk to them before I do, let me know. So, and if you can't make this one, if my memory serves me right, Marissa, since you're in here, please correct me. There is going to be one in May to kind of ring in Cinco de Mayo, and that, yeah. So we're trying to figure out if Mrs. Coffee could help us with that and ringing in the I keep always saying the new year. It feels like a new year because that's like when spring actually starts for Michigan because we're still in winter. So that's something they were thinking of starting Friday night and maybe asking you, Mrs. Coffee, if you wanted to kick it off for a couple hours. Oh, so in May you're not going to participate? Okay, that's all right. I understand. I get it. But it's up to you. I totally understand because we all got a life, right? So that's just kind of the idea. The fun part is if you want as a channel, if anyone super chats during that time, they can choose to donate to a charity of their choice. So during that 2 hours, if anybody super chats something to me, I will be donating it to the Healing Center for Tortured Refugees. So that's what I'm going to be donating. But I know some people are doing like muscular dystrophy, some are doing heart disease, some are doing cancer. So it's just kind of what's going on there. So I just wanted to, get that out there, let you guys know at least this first 1 to 2 times I'm participating for sure based on my calendar. The nice thing about it is they're hoping if it takes off that we can do it almost monthly so that those who want to participate can. We can rotate out people who are available, who aren't available, because I'm not going to be available every time and not everybody is. So it's just one of those things. Yeah, Mrs. Coffee, you're you have some awesome traveling because it means that you get to see your baby, right? So that'll be exciting. I can't wait to hear how it goes. So excited for you. Yeah. Now, is she just coming for the summer then? I couldn't remember how far in school she was. Or is this like Tuesday now, Mrs. Coffee, if you don't mind? I'm getting all up in your business again. Yeah, Mindy, for me it's spring break too. My husband and I are heading to Arkansas, but we're not leaving until Sunday. So I kind of squeezed this. I'm like, I so want to participate. So, I'm so thankful she has the ability to do that, Mrs. Coffee. Like, I know it must be hard, but just to be able to listen to her and hear what she really wants and, allow her. Mindy's out? Okay. Oh. You're out ASAP. So yeah, I'm so excited. I mean, it must be hard for your family, but I also am excited that she's able to do that and be with her friends and stay at that school. Peppers, I can explain that. My first live ever, Mrs. Coffee was amazing and joined me. And we were talking about trolls and saying, it might be good, since you're a newer channel, she was talking to me, that, there's trolls that come out and they somewhat harass you. They give you like a thumbs down or they ask stupid questions, or they come in and they're just like explicit or not very friendly. And so this person comes in and, oh yeah, that would be awesome, Mrs. Coffee. That's a great idea. Oh, Mrs. Coffee, we were talking about doing in May a Friday into Saturday. That's what we were thinking of. So we would kick off Friday night when you do your normal live in May and go into Saturday. So yeah, this person, after she told me this person comes in and he says this stupid phrase about a diabetic turtle. And I'm just chit-chatting. Like, I'm like, oh, I didn't know turtles could be diabetic. Like, totally, oh my gosh. And then Mrs. Coffee, so polite, but so straightforward, is like, Jen. But somehow by talking to him, like, he stuck around for like 10 or 15 minutes and was polite to us. And like, he was asking about our diamond painting, and we were just chit-chatting. And then he goes to leave, and she's just like, that was a troll. So it's kind of become a not so inside joke about me and my diabetic turtle. So every time she has us do channel shout outs, and sometimes she jokes with me of, get that turtle a cookie, he needs some insulin. And then Abra, the other night was talking about when we were at Wolfpack's live about how it was really hard to put drills down because it's so fun talking and chatting and typing. And so she was saying she had not even put 10 drills down. And so I told her if she put more than 10 drills that I would try to find a diabetic turtle to get customed and make a diamond painting for her. And so then she told me the other night that she put down over 50 drills. So now, I know Crafting with Christy. Did you hear the whole story? So now I owe Abra a diabetic turtle. So, but the funny thing is today, my client, the medical transportation was a no-show, so my client couldn't make it in, and so I had 20 minutes by the time we figured out that she wasn't coming before my next client, and 20 minutes to switch gears like that is just, it's not worth it. And so I'm like, I'm going to find a stinking diabetic turtle. So thanks to Google, I found this real live turtle getting a shot. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to send it to Mrs. Coffee. So, Abra, I found a real live turtle getting a shot. So your turtles are coming. I know, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Yes, Mrs. Coffee, where's your Depends, right? Oh, yeah. And it was real. Like, it was not photoshopped. This poor turtle was getting a shot. So, yeah, I'll have to, next live, I'll have it up on my computer, and I'll show you guys the turtle with the shot. Oh, Peppers. We know you. You're no troll. You're one of us. Diamond painting fanatic. Hey, do you diamond paint? If so, how'd you get into it? Because you're always in our chats, and I love it. You have so much to contribute. That poor turtle. Oh, good. Thanks, Mrs. Coffee. I'll let you put it out there. Welcome to the club. We're just partying like it's 1999. I explained today because my daughter, who's 11, has started singing that song. It's party like it's 1999. And I was like, do you even know what that means? And she's like, no. And I was like, would you like to know? Yeah, me, I always do teachable moments, right? And so she's like, sure. So then I got in too deep because I was like, yeah, you know, in 1999, everybody thought the world was ending in 2000 and all the computers were going to go crazy and crash. And she's just like, why? Why would the computers crash? And what is Y2K? And like, it was snowballed from there. And I was like, oh gosh, I'm in way too deep. All I was trying to do was explain that they created a song about partying because they thought the world was ending. Jackie, really? Are you pulling my leg or are you pretending to be a troll? That you saw a few diabetic turtles. How do you know if they're diabetic? I could legally drink that. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'd be scared about Turtle Club because there's so many things that you could think of when you think of turtle. I'm just saying. I'm going to keep it PG, but yeah. You can give them a cookie. So Pappas was doing an adult. Oh dear. I'm so sorry. I promise I'm only drinking water. Oh Jackie, okay, good to know. You were doing an adult coloring book and was looking for something new. Look for scratch art. Mrs. Coffee popped up like a virus. Oh my gosh. Oh. I know, Rebecca. I'm so sorry. It's only 10:40. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. So now yeah. Well, I did say I was planning on starting to write a book, so I could write a book if you give a turtle a cookie like you guys were suggesting. Oh my goodness. Well, Jackie, you should totally contact your vet friends and have them send me a legit diabetic turtle, because this turtle was just getting a shot. I don't know if he was actually diabetic, but I'm going to say he is, because then it fulfills what I needed to do. Well, Peppers, I am so glad that you are here. These crazy women, and all of a sudden he's in a cult. Oh my goodness. Michelle, exactly. Your book better come with a pack of Depends. Oh my goodness. I want Mrs. Coffee to write my foreword for me. She'd be like, for reals? You do what you do, boo-boo. Oh, too funny, guys. Too funny. So another funny story I want to talk about tonight is while we were cleaning last week for the non-existent adoption, visit that I talked about earlier, I was dusting my dresser, and with Tim being in and out of the hospital, that's my husband, I have not cleaned my bedroom or dusted it. I need an allergy pill just to walk in there. Seriously, guys. and I went to spray the furniture polish on my dresser, and I had my rag all ready, and like the dust flew everywhere because of the spray. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to spray the furniture polish on the rag and then put it on the dresser. And so, oh, Mindy, I'm so sorry. We'll be quiet. You can just keep us on in the background while you sleep. So, I did that not realizing I had oversprayed onto the floor, and we have wood floors, and not realizing I had put furniture polish all over this like 2 foot by 2 foot area. So go about my business, come back, I'm in my socks, and I step right where this furniture polish had been and almost like hit the ground with my bootay. And I was like, what the heck? And then I realized what I had done. And before I could warn my husband, like, he comes in and almost, you know, takes a spill as well. And we don't know how to get rid of the silky nature of our floor now. We're like, seriously, every time I almost take some cookies and milk. I almost wipe out now. So it's been a week and I keep almost wiping out. And the spot's right at the end of our bed. And it's usually where the dog bed goes. But lately the dog has been falling asleep on her bed in the living room. And so we just leave her there because she gives us this like evil look of why are you waking me up when we try to say come to bed. So yeah. Oh, dishwashing liquid might work. I don't know, but like seriously, I almost wipe out every morning. One of these days, I'm just gonna be like on the floor, writhing in pain. Oh, thanks, Karen. Oh goodness, amen, amen. Okay, so what kind of cookies should I get the turtle? I mean, we were talking about Girl Scout cookies the other day. OMG, I think they put something addicting in their cookies. I don't know what it is, right? So it's crazy. It's crazy. Sugar free. Well, tonight I think it's 10:45 here. I think I'm gonna go till 11 because I'm gonna go say hi to my husband and make sure he's still halfway alive. As much as I'm enjoying this time, I think he might want to see me for a few minutes. And Mrs. Coffee, he's not like Mr. Coffee. He's not co-star material. He does not want to be on a live. Fudge-o cookies. How about I don't know. I almost said like turtle-shaped cookies. I'm just sitting here going like green cookies. I don't know. Anyway. So, yeah, so my husband's probably upstairs sleeping on the couch. And my daughter gave my dog a bath yesterday, cracked me up. So I'm laying on the couch, and you can see, if you're laying on the couch a certain way and lift your head, you can see right into the bathroom. But she had closed the door so that if the dog did jump out of the tub, she couldn't escape. But you can hear everything that's going on. So I'm laying, co-star, he had no choice. He's kind of sitting right next to me. Well, you know. So I'm hearing what's going through this, and I don't know. I gave her this weekend. I was just too tired to like mentally be present, and so she's like, "Can I make cookies?" Sure. Yeah, Mrs. Coffee. Remember when my daughter made cookies for the first time, and you guys were all praying for me that the house didn't burn down? She's now obsessed with making cookies and makes chocolate chip cookies like every weekend. Because she's all that in a bag of chips as far as Betty Crocker is concerned. She hasn't burned the house down yet, but oh my gosh. So anyway, she made cookies this weekend without supervision, and then she wanted to give the dog a bath, and I'm like, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, little Crocker. And so I'm hearing her in the bathroom because I'm laying on the couch reading, and she's like, no, stop it, don't jump out, no, what are you doing? What? Get back in the tub, get back in the tub. And I'm having my mom moment where I'm laughing like crazy, and I'm just like, this is quality entertainment for me. So then I hear the dog like pitter patter, I hear her jump back in the tub, I hear like the spray going, and then when all is done, you know, our Zoe, the Zoom dog, comes out. She's racing around the living room, and then my daughter comes and sits on my feet at the end of the couch. She loves to do that, and she goes, she's like, well, she's half washed. And I'm like, what? She's like, I couldn't reach the other side of her because I'm too short. So one side of her was soaped up and she had rinsed her off. So she's like, well, she's half clean. I'm just like, oh my gosh. All that trouble and the dog's half clean. So anyway, she threw the wet towels down the stairs, and they're at the bottom of the stairs over to the right. And every time I look out of the corner of my eye, I think it's the dog laying there because they're like brown towels. Like, what is the dog doing laying at the bottom of the stairs? And yeah, so anyway, that's where that story went. Oh, you like the camera angle? So sorry. Like, you can only see half the... I'm just doing my thing. Just here doing my thing. Oh, hey, Crafty Mama. Welcome. Glad you could join us. Welcome to the party. So yeah, that was kind of my weekend. What I did. I was kind of lazy this weekend. I probably diamond painted at least 10 or 12 hours because I diamond painted Friday night with my appetizer for Mrs. Coffee, and then joined her for her 3 hours, and then I diamond painted like 5 or 6 hours on Saturday. And then my daughter didn't have sports this weekend. She had goalie practice last night at 6 o'clock. But usually she has 2 games a weekend. And so, yeah, is that better for you, Karen? So sorry. Just yell at me next time. I'm just doing my thing. Because I can see the whole thing. So I'm spoiled. Aren't you supposed to be diamond painting though? So yeah, I was just lazy this weekend. I needed it. I just needed to be lazy. So yeah, I diamond painted, and that's why I got so much of this done. So like this, I got all done because of this weekend. So super excited. Oh, Albert, I think they do. Yeah. You guys are too funny. Yeah. So, super excited. If you are late to the party, but you're not really late because you just got here and the party begins when you get here, I did a live unboxing a little bit earlier of 2 Diamond Art Clubs. Just bringing everybody up to speed. Hey, Tanya. We had a little guessing game which ones I got. I'll just show you the boxes. I have a delay, so I'm sorry if I'm like totally off base on showing you the picture. Let's see if I can get it. Am I even doing this right? So I got Elizabeth. Woo-hoo-hoo. And I got Cinderella. I have to wait for the delay just to kind of see. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, those were the 2 unboxings from Diamond Art Club. Oh, Michelle, maybe we can do it together. We can have like a little race that's not really a race. Let me see here. Gotta figure out what I want to do next. I want to do these, but it's $38.53. And I'm using this 24 pack, and I was going to put all of these in baggies, but I just decided to do the all, like just open it, and yeah, an Elizabethon. Alright, I still have some white ones in here, but I can find spots for 5 weight. So we're gonna do these little orange ones for the last 5 minutes. Poop in a chat. Mrs. Coffee, I cannot. Oh. What's poop in chat area mean? Oh, Tanya, Mrs. Coffee's just like that. She's just messing with you. Don't worry about that. That's her. We're glad you're here. She's glad you're here. She messes with me all the time, and I love it. It's how I know I'm loved. Oh, you couldn't see the new painting? Is it because of the camera angle, or did I not show it long enough? So I was in live with Gone Off My Meds with Wendy, and she was asking about like where to post some things to sell. And back in the day, and I still do this, but my husband was posting some things on our marketplace Facebook, and he put P-O-O-P, which is poop. And it was in all caps, and I was like, why are you saying poop? And he informed me that that's the lingo to say, where can I get a straight arm damaging my pen with love ASAP. I know Donnie and Pen Frenzy on Etsy has straighteners right away. Oh, my chat. So I asked him, and he was like, he works for Apple, the computer company. He's all techie. And I was like, what does that mean? And he said it means posted on, so P for posted, O for on, O for other pages. So P-O-O-P. I was like, well, that's a stupid acronym. It's like, you think they would come up with something different. He's like, no. And so then, because he made me aware of it, I started that, or maybe you see P-O-O-S, posted on other sites. So there's both of those. But that's still poos. Seriously. Poos is poops. And then I started seeing it, so I knew he wasn't pulling my leg. People order our patties. And so when we were talking, I think it was last night or the night before, I was, saying in chat through texting, I was like, you can put it in, you know, offer up, you can put it on Craigslist, you can put it, you know, on your Facebook Market. Put it everywhere because everybody uses different locations to platforms. That's the word I was looking for, to buy their stuff. But then you can put POOP or POOS, and everyone's like, Jen's pooping in chat. Oh, that's so funny. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, right? Man, I had a lot of material tonight. I thought I was going to get on and not have anything to say. But for some reason, my brain is just on autopilot of spilling out what's I'm thinking. Yeah. I had my supervisor meeting today. So what I love about my organization is they really believe in self-care, and so you are obligated to meet with your supervisor once a week, and that's a way that you have 1 hour of that person's undivided attention to ask questions, to get feedback. I mean, it's an awesome thing. And then that also slows down the amount of emails back and forth, because then I can just take notes throughout the week of non-emergent things I need. And then when I meet with my supervisor, I can just say, hey, you know, I was thinking of attending this training. What do you think? Or I'm dealing with this client and I just have some concerns in X, Y, and Z. And it's a huge time saver because, yeah, granted, it's an hour meeting a week, but it saves on back and forth with emails. It saves on miscommunication. You feel heard. It's person to person. And so, but my supervisor, who used to be a clinician, a counselor, therapist as well, moved to a different position. So that was my former supervisor. So my current supervisor is amazing, but she's more logistic. So anything that has to do with therapy, she doesn't know hide nor hair. It'd be like talking to your girlfriend about it. So I actually have 2 supervisor meetings. I have my supervisor meeting every week, and then twice a month I have the clinical supervision. And so today I told my clinical supervisor, I was like, dudette, we have a lot to talk about because I've got some crazy situations going on. So, anyway, I see a lot of poop. Tanya, I'm not sure what's going on. Am I spinning? I'm not seeing the screen update. Can you guys see the screen? While I was talking, it went, yeah, I'm frozen. Well, that might mean that it's time for us to say goodnight. Oh, I'm just a regular chatty Cathy tonight, Mrs. Coffee. I think I've been hanging around you too long. Alright, so you can hear me, but we're frozen. So I want it to be done around 11 anyway. So we're just going to call it a night. Oh, Wendy, were you lurking? Lurking. I was talking about you. All good. Hopefully you heard. All good. So, but yeah, it's only 10 p.m. Rebecca has me real still. Oh, well, guys, it's been great. I'm going to go ahead and check out, go say hi to my husband. So until next time, I hope you have a fabulous rest of the week. I hope this Monday starts you off well, and I thought you were just focused on the chat. Oh, anyway. anyway, you guys have a great one, and I will talk to you later. Take care. Be blessed. Bye-bye.